Hello, I'm John Hess, Director of Training and Development at Sage Dining Services. Today I'd like to share with you a recipe that's really fun that you could do with your kids at any time. This is a holiday popcorn that I like to make with my kids, and you can use any type of popcorn you choose. You could use an air popper, you can use a regular on the stove method to make your popcorn. You can use what I'm using today, which is a quick and easy microwave popcorn. We also like to save the popcorn when we go to the movies, bring it back, lay it out on the counter, and make this wonderful holiday popcorn as well. One of the first things we want to get ready, and we want to take our pretzels, and we want to get them into a better shape to eat with our mix. So we're just going to crush those with our hands. The kids can do this. So next we're going to lay out our popcorn on our table. If you've got a granite island at home, it works really well. You want to lay it out flat so that your toppings can all go on the popcorn evenly. Next, you want to use the double boil method to melt your white chocolate. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a cup and a half of white chocolate to this bowl. I have also saved a couple pieces of the white chocolate in this bowl. And what this is for is if this gets too hot and melted and you want to bring the temperature down so it sets up quicker, you can temper your chocolate with some regular pieces. So we have a shallow amount of water here in the bowl, and you want to have an air gap so that only the steam is touching the bottom of the bowl, and that's going to help you melt the chocolate. If your chocolate was sitting in the hot water, in the boiling water, it would be too hot for the chocolate, and if you get any water into your chocolate, it also ruins the product. So you want to make sure that this stays dry, away from the water, small amount of water. It's about a third of the pan currently right now, and as that starts to steam, that'll start to help melt your chocolate, and that's the double boiler method of melting your chocolate. And you want to keep stirring it so that the pieces that haven't been melted yet help melt the other ones. So now that you have your chocolate melted, it's a little too hot to set up, so I like to temper it with a couple of pieces that haven't been melted. The consistency of the melted chocolate is like melted ice cream. It's thick but movable, and you want it to fall off the fork. And this is a fun part for the kids. They can all put their forks in. It can be more than one person. And what the fork does is it falls off in smaller streams than if you would just pour it on. And you just want to add your chocolate all over the popcorn like this. And you're going to do it in steps. So we're going to get a good amount of chocolate on here. And then we're going to start to add some of our toppings. We'll start off with some of the pretzels that we had chopped up before. Just make sure they're nice and chopped up. Just want to add those on. Like I said, this is fun for the kids. They can have a good time putting this stuff on. So we got some pretzels on there. And now we're going to add next our chocolate covered candy pieces. And then the next thing you can do is add any kind of fun of toppings. Here we've got some red and green dots. You could do silver and gold. You could do anything that you find at the store. I've seen little Christmas trees, little socks, anything you want to do to dress it up. You can add that on to your popcorn. At this point, you want to go back to the chocolate. We're going to add more of the chocolate. This is going to help it stick. We did our base layer of chocolate to get it sticky. Now we're going to add more onto it, and it's going to help adhere our toppings to the popcorn. And you could add all sorts of things to this. This is a lot of fun. You could add dried cranberries. You could add anything that you want, really, that goes with the popcorn, anything that your kids like. One of my kids likes toffee pieces, so we put those in there. And you just want to add some more in there to the chocolate. It's really starting to look like holiday fun here. So one last time with the chocolate to seal all those toppings into the popcorn. After the chocolate has cooled, you want to take a metal spatula or even a bakery scraper, and you want to start to scrape the table and mix your popcorn around. As you can see, some of the chocolate is adhered and some of it's still melted, but that's good because that melted chocolate is going to pick up the toppings that haven't already stuck to the popcorn. At this point, you can see that the chocolate is more tacky, not completely melted, but not completely set up. And since we only put toppings on the top side, you can see that there's not as many toppings as there was before, but we can take care of that because we haven't used all our toppings yet. So we'll go back and add a little bit more. All right, that's looking perfect. And at this point, we're just going to let it cool all the way down. And when you're done, you could put it into individual bags and the kids can share it with their friends. You could give it to your neighbors as Christmas gifts, holiday gifts, or you could put it in a large container like I have here for the family to enjoy over the holidays. Thank you.